Welcome to this next episode of YouTube, and sorry I've lost my voice from the Ethology class, but wanted to share a little bit of data with you on what was observed. And ethology, again, is the study of behavior, and the opportunity the students have is through the windows where they can watch behavior.
Came right away.
One of the things we did was we did a little experiment with sound conditioning rewards, and we started with a bell ringing and a little bit of bacon stimulus at the edge of the window to see if the wolves would be conditioned to the sound. How long would it take for them to stimulate to the sound? And you'll see the wolves be a little nervous, and that was Denali and Aiden, from the movements, the sound at the window, and the just the height factor of the bacon. And what we did was we would continue that sound and try to again condition them to the point where the sound would stimulate them to come to the edge of the window. There's a couple of reasons why we do this. Certainly in the summertime, wolves are more nocturnal, so it makes it very difficult for them to really stay awake when viewing occurs. So we want to have a way for the educators to try to get the wolves to stimulate to come to the front of the exhibit. And sound is one of those ways that's safe for educators to be able to make that stimulation. So we would repeat the reward and the sound, conditioning them to the sound of the bell, meaning basically a treat would be given. So any of you who've studied behavior, you may be familiar with Pavlov's stimulation of sound and dog salivation. So again, that was kind of what we were doing as part of the kind of research component, part of the ethology class. Then what we wanted to do was we wanted to reduce the stimulus or the fear anxiety that they were having with the process, with the sound, with the windows, with the noise, with things over their head. Wolves don't care much for things over their head. They're very timid about that. So if you recall last winter, we had used DAP spray, Dog Appeasing Pheromone spray, to be able to to relax the wolves a little bit, to give them a little bit of ease of their anxiety. So what you're going to see is the response of staff. Basically what staff did was they came in and they put the DAP spray into the enclosure, put it on deer hides, on some birch bark, on some cotton balls, put it throughout the enclosure. And then this next clip that you see is post-DAP spray, meaning 20 minutes after the DAP spray was applied, and Aiden got most of it. You will see, again, Aiden, who got most of the DAP spray, there was a noise at the window, and he didn't bolt at all. He basically was interested. He, Denali bolted, who didn't get as much of the DAP spray, but Aiden was very calm, didn't respond to the noise at all. So we know that worked pretty well, and that was certainly a great part of the ethology class, learning from wolves and learning from people. It was certainly a fun event. But what was most amazing was after the DAP spray, we saw some extremely relaxed wolves, and that's something that we hadn't seen for a while because of Grizzer's enclosure construction. We've been seeing some really anxious behavior from Aiden. In these next sets of clips, what you're going to see is Aiden and Denali relaxing in front of the area where the stimulus occurred, and Aiden actually relaxing on the rock in front of the window, which he rarely lays on. So already the stimulus area has created a positive experience for them. So since my voice is going, I'll just kind of let you watch the rest of this video and really enjoy the ethology class. It was a great time for wolves and humans alike. Thanks for watching. anal presentation there. That's what that means. Presenting the genitals, it's very relaxed.
See, like,
And that's the analogy.
here's some power to pick up that log. There he goes. My prize.
Okay, he's like, I'll swim in the raw. Hey, buddy, go try your leg.
Did you guys see it when I rolled the log away?
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing how strong they are?
So does one of them have higher status than the other?
Good question. At this point, they're back and forth and back and forth. They're trying to establish a hierarchy, but not as actively as maybe they would in the winter season or as if we're getting closer to pup season. Like next year, we'll be able to take some pups, and so we'll see more of an established hierarchy, I'm assuming, at that point. Because those pups will look to one of them to kind of help establish who will be the dominant male. But at this point, there isn't one.